I am Nixie, and today I've brought Jessie back because I needed a model to have a look at some sort of cheap fashion from Amazon, specifically this goodie bag. But first up, let's just have a quick look at her. Now, I kept her original jeans, however I borrowed the trainers and tank top from the other Barbie style doll. Now, I did take her hair down and it is very fluffy. I did also give her some new earrings. Now, these are actual human earrings that I just bought a pack of, removed the backing, and pop in her ear. Now, with pre-made doll earring holes, they can be a bit sort of different in size, so if you need to make your earring a bit thicker, then you can always put some like sellotape around, just so that it makes it easier to go in and stay in and not come out. Then finally, she was wearing the black and white varsity jacket, but I got this from Temu and I thought it could look better. Now, it was $7.37, so a little bit more expensive than a lot of the stuff on Temu, but I just thought it looked really nice. So it's red and white, sort of in a slightly stretchy material. It is finished off around the bottom, round the edges of the sleeves, and round the top with black and white stripes. We have these faux pockets in the white material. We have 4 popper fastenings along the front, and these outer bits are metal as well. Personally, I just liked the jacket, thought it was cool, and couldn't resist. But like I said, we're looking at a cheap Amazon fashion pack and seeing what we get. Now, I found on Amazon UK there seems to be a lot of this brand. I just kind of wish it didn't have all these stickers when you receive it, because that looks like a quite cute sort of teddy picture that's hidden. On the other side, we've got sort of a cutaway heart, so you can see some of the items inside. And I got this quite a lot of months ago, and I'm going to put on the screen what price it was, because I don't remember. And I want this to be a surprise, because I did open it at the time, had a little look through. But like I said, it's been a lot of months, I don't remember, so I kind of want to be surprised as well, and we'll look at this together. So let's pop it open and see what we get. Now, first up, there are these 2 pairs of sunglasses which look huge, so I think we might see if we can eliminate these as useful items first. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous, so those, no go. So let's just have a quick count of how many items we get. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. We then have 2 packs of shoes, and there are 10 shoes between these 2, and then obviously the 2 pairs of sunglasses, which just are a no. So our first item is this all-in-one jumpsuit, sort of a zebra print. So the trousers, they do go all the way down to her ankles, which, you know me, I like it when it's full length. Now, whilst this is sewn together, the top part is kind of separate from the bottom, so if you did want to separate them, if you like the top part or the bottom part better, you probably could without too much difficulty if you're okay at sewing. So for the top part, it does sort of finish in a V, and he has sort of short sleeves, and we are velcroed at the top, but only on the top part, again, not at the trousers. As I said, if you wanted to unpick this and have them as separate, I do think that would be a reasonable potential. And whilst it may not be quite my style, I do kind of like it, and I am almost tempted to sort of separate them. Weirdly for the trousers more than the top. There's just something about those trousers that kind of appeal to me in some way. I guess they're just kind of fun. Right, and the next item, little black dress, and I decided just to quickly tie her hair up. It was kind of getting in the way. It's very floofy. So little evening dress here. It's black material with sort of twinkly back circles, gives it a bit of shimmer. There isn't much shape to it, so it is sort of crumpling up a bit. Maybe if you sort of put a belt on it, it would sort of give her the waist and just kind of looks better if you just pull it in a bit at the back there. The dress has little ribbon straps, velcros in the back. It is, however, fraying at the bottom because it's not finished off. Not bad potential, like I said, I kind of like that it's got a little bit of twinkle to it. Like I said, maybe need to sort out that hem in some way, maybe could sort of add like some ribbon detail or something at the bottom, like sort of sew something around it just so you can stop the fraying. And again, maybe if it was just pulled in a little bit to give her a bit more of a waist. So whilst usable, this one, I think again, it could potentially benefit from a little sewing yourself. Our next outfit is a little white tank top and a denim skirt. So top, quite simple, it's quite sort of cropped top. Stitching isn't the best, so again, you're gonna need to get out that needle and thread just to do a little improvement. You can see his skirt also velcroed. We have this ribbon belt detail with plastic silver buckle. This skirt does have some stitch detail in a contrasting colour. Overall, I actually think that skirt's alright. I like the extra detail with the buckle, it just gives it something different, and the fit isn't too bad. Now these, I think, are tights, so let's just try them on with the skirt. They are Velcro tights though, rather than just pull-up tights. So here are the tights. They are very thick, so they're kind of more like trouser material, but they do sort of go over the toes, so they are tights. I guess if you're wearing tights around this time of year when it's getting colder, you need the thicker type. But potentially we could use these as leggings instead. This is how they look at the top, and like I said, maybe if you put some boots on, you can sort of get away with them being leggings as opposed to tights. Now our next item is this pink leopard print jacket. It comes with a fluffy collar. The leopard print is also a fluffy material. The sleeve on this side appears to be shorter than the sleeve on this side. And then we have this sort of net bit of sort of lining at the front, which is glittery. I'm not quite sure I understand why it's glittery. Surely the jacket's sort of worn like this so you don't really see the inside as much. Now again, this is maybe not to my personal taste, but it's not a bad jacket. I feel some Barbies can get away with it. I'm just not sure it's Jessie's style here. Right, so the next item we're switching out is this black and metallic silver tube top. So this does have a bit of shape because we have darts in the front and we've got sort of curve around the bust. Like everything else here, it's velcroed at the back. Now this top I kind of like, but it is slightly wonky. So if we want the darts to be in the front, it's kind of like this. If we want the neckline to be more central, it's like this. So the darts are here and here. I said kind of pity because I don't mind this. I think it's kind of a fun sort of like party top. But to stick with the black and silver thing, we've swapped out the trousers. So these are a pair of black trousers, length alright. Now we do have sort of bunching detail, which I wonder if this was meant to be the knee. Knee's here, it's here, but it is specifically done. It's sort of got folds here. So potentially those were meant to be the knees, these silver decorations. And then we've sort of got another two at the top here. Now unfortunately this is a bit of a tight fit, it doesn't quite do up. It's a pity because these trousers aren't the worst. Like I said, they're interesting detail, but I don't know, I think this whole pack appeals to maybe a slightly, or at least some of the items are goth adjacent, which I think teenage me would have really enjoyed. Now next up we've got this little black jacket. Now I do like this, I think this is nice. We do have a couple of sort of loose threads about the place, so they might just need trimming. So the sleeves are sort of down to her elbows. Now it's made of the same material as the trousers. I think the collar is quite a nice shape. Personally, I think that's possibly my favourite item of the pack. We do have one more to go, but yeah, I think I'm calling it that is my favourite piece. I feel that that's quite useful. Our final piece, however, is this pink hoodie. Now I think it might have been this that actually lured me into buying this pack. Like I said, it's that sort of goth adjacent kind of vibe. However, it's kind of cool, but I have issues. So sleeves, just if they'd been, you know, half a centimetre longer, would have been fantastic. But I love the black and pink stripes. The hood, I think if it wasn't for her voluminous hair, would actually be a reasonable sort of fit. But my issue mainly is the fastening. So it's got this Velcro at the front. Now, either I wish that this had been at the back, or at the very least, if it finished a little bit lower. Like maybe sort of about here. I just think the hood, when you have to have it like that, it just sits a bit odd. I mean, I think maybe if we could cut that away a bit, just so it could be a little bit more open at the front. I mean, it has potential. We can sort of maybe do stuff with it, but as it is, yeah, that Velcro is really annoying me, but maybe we can cut it, and then it can just sort of sit, I think, a bit nicer. So I might be able to do something, because I do like it, and it'd be a shame not to use it. And I think in general, that's my opinion often of these cheaper fashion packs. You're probably not going to get perfect stuff, but that's okay. If you're not great at, like, maybe creating your own clothes, you could get a fashion pack that you sort of like the general look of, and maybe your skill level is more that you can sort of make tweaks to it. Because little embellishments, I think, are easier to do than, like, completely making that from scratch. But let's have a quick look at the shoes before we completely judge this fashion pack. So for 10 pairs, we'll do one on each foot just so we can get through them. Now the brown shoe, it is a little bit wide, but it still fits on her foot lengthwise. And the blue trainer is fine, and it's got quite cute stars, so if you maybe wanted to paint those, just bring them out a bit. I think that would look nice. On our next two, we have a white trainer, but it does have a really cool crocodile picture. I actually like that. I like that's a really cute detail, sort of making me think Lacoste. And this pink trainer, again, I actually quite like that. I think I'm a bit more pleased almost with the shoes than the clothes. Here's the next two, and I just realised we have 5 pairs of flats and 5 pairs of heels, so that's why there was 2 separate packs. Pink sandal, that's not bad. I feel my doll Rachel is going to be stealing those. A nice secure on. The silver, it is very pointy. Like, very pointy at the front. Feels a bit more of an old-fashioned style like that, but what do I know about fashion? We then have another silver and pink, and I definitely have these in different colours already. I think with the cheap shoes you tend to just get a lot of repeats just in different colours. So the silver one's got a floral detail at the front, and the pink one has this sort of interesting bubble texture at the back. And then the final 2 pairs of heels, I've definitely already got this in this colour. That I don't think I necessarily got in pink, but I've got it in some other colours. So this style I actually quite like, so I'm not displeased to get it again, and it does actually have a few little flecks of glitter in the plastic. And then this pink one has some cute little flower details on it. And I just realised I completely forgot this. It is a long jacket in a black and white animal print. Now the length of this I actually really like. I think that's pretty cool. It does only have short sleeves. Maybe it would have been cooler and long, I don't know, but I don't hate it. And the collar I don't think is meant to fold down. I think it is meant to pop up like that. I'm not 100% sure with leopard print and leopard print together, but yeah, I actually like this top, and I think you could maybe put sort of a belt around it just to sort of hold it closed in the middle. Okay, that's another piece that I don't hate. Like, in my personal life, not a big animal print fan. Just not my style, but for dolls, I have a big variety of dolls. Some of them are gonna like animal print, some of them are not. Different people suit different things. But after all that busy trying on, I think we need to give Jessie a treat. I think we need to grab her a takeout. Which is lucky, because I realised the other day I've never opened any Foodie Mini Brands Series 2. So I grabbed myself a 2-pack, and let's see what we can give her. Well, actually, just before I do, I want to mention, do you remember this headband that I opened when I opened her? Maybe you can see it is missing a little green chunk. That chunk decided to attach itself behind her ear and didn't wash off. I had to use acetone to remove that. Thankfully, it was behind her ear, so I wasn't going to ruin her makeup by doing that. But yeah, maybe don't put these headbands on your doll. I probably had this on her for about 2 days, so I don't know at what point it decided to transfer the colour, but it did. Moving on though, let's see how we're doing with opening mini brands. They do that, they sort of split their 2 sections. I quite like the black and white sort of checker pattern though on the second layer. That's cool. Yeah, that one opened nicely. So let's see what we get for Jessie to eat. In our first bag, we get a burger from Jack in the Box. So not a UK brand, but it's fine. It says flavorific on the front. So we will see if we can tempt her with a burger. Let's do option number 2. We have a pizza, and I'm wondering if this is like a frozen moment. I never get frozen moments. So inside we have the pizza, and I guess we kind of just somehow attach this. Yeah, I think it goes like that, so it's kind of pulling up. Okay, well that's exciting. Like I said, I never get frozen moments, so for the second bag, that's pretty cool. Pizza itself, it is quite sort of printed, and some of the printing is not quite where the texture is. But if you're looking at it from far away, you're not going to notice that. So Jessie, here is a pizza. Now our third option is, looks like we have ourselves some ramen noodles from Kura. Not a brand I recognise, but you can just turn it that way and it's just a bowl of ramen. Again, the sort of printing, I don't know, you can tell it's printed, but that's kind of cool. Maybe something a bit healthier. Right, fourth option. Well, probably just as well we do have a drink, otherwise she's going to be thirsty. It says it's Kung Fu Tea. Again, I think most of these are American brands, so I'm not likely to have heard of them. But it's got a little straw on top. I wonder if this is like bubble tea or something. Ah yes, America's bubble tea since 2010. Right, well that's good. You get a drink, Jessie. So third one in this capsule, and it's flat, so I'm wondering if this is another pizza. And yes, we have more pizza, but that's fine because Pizza Hut, we have that in the UK. We're all good. Okay, so that actually works out. Look, it's the essentially same pizza, just not in frozen moment form. So we could sort of have it flat and then have it when someone's taking a slice. That works out kind of cool. Plus, if you're having a pizza party, you're going to have friends, you're going to have lots of pizza. Not a big fan of pepperoni myself, but I will eat it. So, not too bad for the first capsule. Let's have a quick look at that collector's guide, see what we'd actually like. So here we have all the drinks. There's a couple of brands I do recognise. Obviously Subway, Cinnabon, I know. We don't have many over here, but we do have them. This one doesn't seem to have a brand, so that would be fine if it doesn't. Right, then we get a load of Jack in the Boxes. Like I said, not a brand over here. P.F. Chang's, not a brand I recognise, but if there's not got much branding on those boxes, looks quite cool. We have some of these Kura ones, which kind of look cool. We then have a load of pizzas, and I'll be controversial here and say I've got no issue with Hawaiian pizza. That pizza bag's kind of cool. I mean, I doubt I'm getting it in the next capsule, but that is kind of cool. We then have White Castle, again, not a brand I necessarily recognise, but TGI's I know, TGI Fridays. We have our Ultra Rare, and I got that. Like I said, I'm impressed. Okay, we have some scented ones, be interesting. Got some sushi, cute, some more Subways. Oh, we're on to our sides now, so more Jack in the Box, but Cinnabon. Wouldn't mind some Cinnabon. Auntie Anne's again, I think that's American. More Auntie Anne's and Cinnabon. And then a few more things. If we could get something from Cinnabon, then at least she'd have a pudding. That'd be nice. Right, so let's get this one opened. And let's see what we get. So, first one, this kind of feels like it's going to be a pizza too. Okay, so in here we get 2 pizzas. Get some, I'm guessing, chickeny things, and I don't know, are those ribs? We're definitely having a pizza party, I think. I think Jessie actually might need to invite some friends as well, though. Right, and second bag. So we got some cash and a triple treat box. So the cash said 100 francs on it. And the triple treat box, it kind of looks a bit Christmassy, so I guess we're heading up to the right time of year. It is again from Pizza Hut, but it's literally just a box covered in stickers. So, no visible food. I don't actually know what would be in a treat box. So let's move on to the third. Okay, well that's fancy. It's the Kura ice cream. I don't know if that's like a wafer, sort of in a shape of fish with ice cream and maybe berries. But I guess at least we have some kind of pudding. Maybe she needs to have the ramen and then this as pudding from Kura. Right, penultimate bag. Hooray, we did get something from Cinnabon. So I think this might be, what it's saying is the centre of the roll pecan. But that's quite an exciting dessert. Alright Jessie, final bag, let's see what you get to choose from. Ah, nice. We get some P.F. Chang's pork dumplings. Does the lid come off? Yep, it does. They kind of look like yours are. Okay, that's cool. And I can't see any particular visible P.F. Chang branding. Oh no, it does say it across there, but it's kind of see-through, so it's less noticeable. Actually, this container's really cool. It's got a dragon pattern all the way around. Just trying to get it so you can see it. I've just grabbed a random doll stand. That's really pretty. That is a nice level of detail. Okay, so that was kind of fun. Like I said, I'd never opened Series 2 of the Foodie Mini Brands, so I did kind of want to check it out. I think she is going to be eating for quite a while with all this. So let's do a quick worst item, best item. So with the Foodie Mini Brands, worst item, the box, because it's just a box, there's no food. Best item, I really like the box for P.F. Chang, so that's going to be a winner for me. Then clothes-wise, like I said, that black jacket, probably the best item for me, really like that. I think I can get used out of that. Worst item, 2 pairs of ridiculously large sunglasses. Not usable. Overall though, I think we got some okay bits. Like I said, I think they just need a little bit of modification. And hopefully this might encourage me to do some sewing. Really need to get on that. Need to start doing my own Barbie clothes, or at least editing ones to make them a bit more original and unique. Maybe we'll get more onto that next year, because obviously we're now in the sort of lead up to Christmas. So that can be like a next year project. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and do let me know what your favourite food item and clothing item was that I opened today. And if you like this video, please do hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos, do subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!